Hey guys, this is the Rockhound. I'm hoping you guys can hear this okay. I seem to be having some problem with my speakers, so I cannot tell if the volume's coming through or not. This video is basically a rehash of a previous video which I had deleted from YouTube in regards to the series 1957 Silver Certificates. I just acquired the 57, 57A, and 57B through my local coin shop, and well, my computer's died, my monitors have died. I've got all new equipment, new for me. Unfortunately, I can only find 2 of the 3 bills. I know the third one's around here somewhere. Probably pop up as soon as I'm done making the video. Anyways, before we get started, we'll hit you up with the standard stuff. Like, comment, subscribe if you want. I appreciate any of it. Comments especially. If I make a mistake on something, don't be afraid to call me out on it. I always appreciate it. Share the hobby with anybody and everybody you can. Do a little research, learn a little bit, pass that information on. It's nice when you talk to somebody about coins and they can see your enthusiasm when you really know what you're talking about. You enjoy talking about it. Your whole face lights up, and it really captures people that find what you're saying interesting. So, with that being said, let's get into the 57 series $1 silver certificates. Basically, I'm just going to throw a bunch of information at you. The 57 $1 silver certificate is common. There were literally billions of them printed, so there is no great value for any of them unless they are uncirculated gem mint bills. They can go as high as $150. The ones you see right here on the screen, standard uncirculated bill, no numerical value assigned to them. They're about 20 bucks each. I got all 3 of them for 50 bucks. You can still find especially the 57s in your change today. That shows how many of them are still out there. They don't have any value over face value. You cannot redeem them for silver any longer. Let's see. The 1957, what's on there, the printing, writing, everything basically has not changed since 1935. Silver certificates. There's nothing really noteworthy or special about the blue seal notes, and they basically still resemble what is current currency today, with the exception of, a green seal instead of a blue seal, and some things have bounced around a little bit, but the bills are basically the same. There was a lot of different block varieties, block being the letter at the beginning and the end of the serial number. Only one of those varieties has any kind of a premium, and that's the one that starts and ends with the letter B as in boy. Those are commonly known as BB notes. They have a small premium over the rest of them. Like I said, there are 3 different varieties. There's a series of 57, the 57A, and the 57B. They're all equally common. They were all printed in the billions, so there is no big premium to any of those. Like I said, unless they are really, really gem. Star notes were available. They're obviously more rare than the regular notes because they were only printed to cover errors. For those of you that deal with a lot of current star notes, where the star is at the end of the serial number, on these bills the star is at the beginning. That was where they had it I shouldn't say originally, but at this point they were placed there, and then later on were moved to the end of the serial number. Star notes in fair to light circulated condition are worth about the same as the silver certificates are as far as collector value. And then as the condition gets better, like with anything else, the closer you come to a gem uncirculated note, the higher the values. The silver certificates were printed from 1886 up until 1957, so these would be the last year that they were made. The U.S. government issued silver certificates as a response to criticism of the Fourth Coinage Act, which placed the U.S. on the gold standard. A lot of the mining communities out west, as the value of gold went up and the value of silver went down, these silver mining towns began to hurt more, uh, basically because people were moving away from silver and buying more gold. Uh, so the mint was creating the Morgan dollars and the peace dollars and using those as what you would get when you redeemed the silver certificate. Also, up until the Fourth Coinage Act, which placed the U.S. on the gold standard, uh, we were on what was known as a bimetal standard where silver and gold were both almost equally valuable. So what a lot of people were doing was taking their silver certificates, cashing them in for silver Morgan dollars, taking them overseas, buying gold, which of course at that point our silver was as expensive as gold, and then bringing it back here, the gold, and selling it off at a higher rate than what they paid for it because of course it was back here, and buying more silver certificates and repeating the process. So when the Fourth Coinage Act came along, it pissed off those people that were making a good living off of that. But in my opinion was actually necessary. We could not survive with gold and silver at the same value. Because inherently we had placed a higher premium on anything that was gold over silver. So let's see, you can't redeem them any longer for silver, which is kind of a bummer. It'd be nice to walk in there and get even a beat up Morgan silver dollar would be nice. But they are still legal tender. They are still worth $1. If you, like I said, you can get them in your change. If you get one that's beat up, you can just keep spending it. You can hang on to it. The nicer the bill, the more desirable it can become, and the better your chance to hang on to it because you might get a better return on your dollar than $1. Most bills, like I said, in a lightly circulated condition or uncirculated condition, if you can get them, they're worth more as collectibles. You can still buy stacks of these, $100 stacks, uncirculated. They are out there. I think on average, they sell about $3 to $4 a piece, uncirculated, ungraded, just raw in a stack. It would not be unusual to buy a stack of 100 of them uncirculated, sequential numbers for $500 or $600. But that would probably be the upper end of it. And like I said, they'd all have to be uncirculated, pretty crispy, And then there's always the odds of finding that fancy serial number that'll shoot the price even higher. You never know. The conclusion of all this, it's not the most valuable bill. It's an interesting bill. It's part of American history. If you have one in uncirculated condition, it'll be worth more than its face value. If you have one that's graded beyond uncirculated, it can go even higher. The highest I've seen is about $120 to $150 for a 57, and I mean it's graded damn near perfect. That's the only way I can say it, damn near perfect. Other than that, like I said, if you go to the U.S. Mint site, type in silver certificate in the search box, you will come up with a page where you can learn about the Fourth Coinage Act. That is some fantastic reading. That's how I came across it, and I was trying to get some information on the 57s and silver certificates in general, and it was just, like I said, it was fascinating reading. If you really want to be involved in the hobby, you really need to read about these things, learn about these things, and when it's all said and done, to be able to sit there and talk about it and your face lights up and people see that, they know that you're passionate about what you're talking about, and it draws people in. It makes them want to stay there and listen to everything you're saying. It's really, really cool. So, when you get a chance, do some research. you know, and that's what I'm doing. So I will be sharing these little pearls of wisdom as I find them, along with whatever currency I happen to come up with, or coins, or anything like that. So, heck, I don't know, maybe I'll do a video on Hot Wheels. If I can get it over here. I've even got Hot Wheels, so, you know, hey, comic books, I got them, rocks, piece of petrified wood. You never know what's going to pop up in one of my videos. So, that being said, I hope you guys are having a great day, great evening. I hope your lives are all fantastic. I hope, you know, nobody's hurting or anything like that. If you are, my condolences, my prayers, my thoughts are with everybody. You know, the world's getting to be a little weirder, and for people like me that are weird to begin with, it's not so bad, but for everybody else it can be a little more daunting on your day-to-day. Take a deep breath. Think about others who are less fortunate than you. There's always somebody out there that's truly less fortunate than you are. And be thankful for everything you have every day that you wake up on this side of the earth, and, you know, pass it on. Pass on the joy, pass on the happiness, pass on the knowledge. And I'm starting to ramble, so that being said, y'all take care. God bless you all. And have a great day. And this is the Rock Hound saying, see ya. Bye-bye.